Hey, how's it going, everybody? Another pickups video for y'all. Anyways, let's start out with a Star Wars find here. Got this guy at Walmart. It's one of the Jakks figures for Star Wars Rogue One. And some reason they had him on clearance already. I think it was 15 bucks. So pretty decent discount and really cool looking figure. This is one of the Death Troopers. Show you the box here. It's actually got pictures of the Death Trooper all over. So definitely worth keeping the box on this one. Right off the bat, you get two weapons. This big ass blaster, and then the usual pistol size one, which that is not glued in place. It's just held on. Little peg fits into the side of his leg there. And fits nicely. And this also fits nicely in his hand. A little loose, but not horrible. Articulation. 7 points of articulation. So pretty much the same as the previous Stormtroopers they did. Head rotates back and forth. Arms go up and down. Legs kick out back and forth, and then twist at the wrist. Otherwise, lots of detail on this guy. I'm yet to see the movie. I'll wait till it gets out on Blu-ray, as my theater pretty much sucks. All they did was update the sound system, but same small theater with an updated sound system that's louder, so now it's just deafening. Last time I saw a movie there, I left with a migraine, so not worth going. The only other good theaters are either in Havasu or Bullhead area. So we got all the good theaters in Laughlin too, so too far for me to drive. Definitely a nice figure for 15 bucks. And so I don't know why my store was already closing out on them, as I got online and they still show them for sale, but it's 20 bucks. They were showing the female character the Jakks did for Rogue One. That one they had down to like 15.25 or something online. And I noticed they had a few different troopers. So hopefully either my Walmart or Kmart or wherever, maybe Ross or Big Lots, will get some of the other ones in. Had another white trooper. I forget what they were calling it. Really cool looking. And so far, all the Rogue One stuff is looking really good for Jakks. It's like they're putting a lot more effort into detail on their toys for this last movie. So anyways, that's a Star Wars pickup. Rest of this I got at my local Goodwill. I'll show you this first, because I have a feeling either this is really friggin' scarce or I found myself another rare Walkman. Because I could not find anything on this. No information, let alone a picture of it. Nothing for sale, I mean nothing. And I searched for a good 2 hours, man. Spent an hour one day just doing picture searches, got nowhere, trying to find one like it. And then the other day I was trying to find ones for sale, like on eBay or Amazon or whatever. Man, it's just nothing. And the only thing that comes up that might be making this so hard to find is the way they did the spring on this is the same way they did on that last Walkman that I showed you guys, that has the detachable speakers and looks like a little ghetto blaster. It was little plastic peg to hold that whole spring mechanism for the play button. Fortunately, this one hasn't broke yet, so it still works. So anyways, I'm going to show it to you first, and then I got to take off the belt hook here so I can read off the model number to you guys for any collectors that may have this, as I would love to have some information on it. Just rarity of anything, man. Or value or whatever, man. Whatever you guys have if you have one in your collection. Anyways, this one's made by Sharp. It's just AM/FM stereo cassette player. That right there is the volume. right off the bat, which really makes this one stand out, is it got all these ridges cut into the plastic. I could not find any others by Sharp with this style of door or whatever, man. They were all just the usual flat plastic. So kind of unique on that. Then real basic on the controls for the cassette player. It just has stop, eject, fast forward, and play. No rewind. On switches, switch for AM, FM, then FM stereo, which the FM stereo switch has a little red light that comes on when you're getting a good signal, and then you got to switch for radio or tape. Tape, which is radio off or just the whole thing turned off until you press the play button, and then your headphone jack and your tuning dial. And let's see. This side of it, it's got an area to plug in a power supply, DC 3 volt, negative to the center, positive to the outside, but good luck finding a 3 volt power supply nowadays. Otherwise, good shape. I don't know if these are original to it. That had some earbuds plugged in, and they look like really cheapo ones that you would get with a Walkman like this. Not very high quality. Otherwise, if it's from the 80s, it probably just came with some cheap headphones. Now on getting at the sticker to read off everything here, this just slides downwards. Kind of locks in place too. So twist it back and forth and then it just slides off. Anyways, it's a Sharp model number JC/136BK AM FM stereo cassette player. And it takes, I guess, that's weird. Weird how they say that. DC 3 volt UM/sums/3, then AA cell, or HP 7 times 2. And this one's made in Malaysia. And right there is where you put your batteries in. Which, like I say, man, it works beautifully. Damn cover's a little tricky to get on, though. Weird how they did this one. Come on. Really weird how they did this one. There. Made it really hard to line it up. There we go. Nice. Close up once again here for anybody that may have one. Otherwise, don't know, man. I figure if you can't find it on eBay or find pictures of it on Yahoo or Google, it's got to at least be scarce. Alright, now for the next thing here. Found a cool BBC toy for Doctor Who. I'm pretty sure this is the one that you have to order through BBC Channel or whatever. It probably came from my Hastings store before they closed. Anyways, I looked this up. I cannot remember the lady's name, plays character, but saying I think the 10th Doctor, for looking up on episodes, as I haven't been watching Doctor Who for quite a while. All I have is Netflix. Got rid of the satellite and cable and all that crap a long time ago. But it's the lady that's from the future, and I think Doctor Who was originally married to her. Anyways, this is her sonic screwdriver. It's just really cool looking. And the only thing that was missing on it, once I looked it up, there is a little lid that covers up that area. But this is at Goodwill where they toss everything in a bin, so it probably either fell off or it was missing when they got it. Otherwise, good shape. Paint job's pretty cool. See all those little green spots? It's supposed to look like aged brass or whatever, or copper. Then on buttons, this button here, which had the cover over it, if you hold it down, all that lights up. It's got it to where the light goes dim and then bright like it's charging something. And then your other button is right there. Right now it's red. I don't know if you guys can hear kind of the purring in the background of that noise. It's just slightly different. And if you press this button just once, it turns blue. And on batteries, twist the end here, slide that off, and it takes, let's see, 3 1.5 volt AG13 LR44. Let me see if these are the same as laser batteries. I got one sitting here. Yep. So if you guys find one of these, and I have a feeling it's all of them, best bet, unless you're in the UK, man, at least here in the States, go to like 99-cent store, Dollar Tree, go to the pet section, or sometimes in the main checkout aisles, and pick up one of the laser pointers that just has the regular size batteries. They occasionally have them with little tiny batteries, almost like hearing aid size. You don't want that. But so far, both of my stores have the regular old laser pointers, and then you can get your laser pointer and also 3 batteries for $1. Save you from having to go to like Walmart and spend like $5 for the same damn things that probably will last the same amount of time. Well, it's pretty cool. That was about 50 cents. I think the Walkman was like a couple of bucks. Everything's gotten really cheap at my Goodwill. Yeah. These I wanted to show you. One of these I got a while back. And this new one I got, bit of an upgrade. Anyways. This is a Rubik's Cube, just standard size one. And the picture just says Rubik's Cube, then Rubiks.com, and has a picture of a Rubik's Cube behind the wording. And all of the stickers are the usual vinyl. This one that I picked up recently with all that stuff says Rubik's and then Rubiks.com, no picture of a cube behind it, but instead of vinyl stickers, it's literally got little pieces of plastic for the colors that are inset into the cubes. So I don't have to worry about the stickers all coming off. If only they could do this on all of them, that would be cool. So, a little bit of an upgrade there. Yeah, this was probably like 50 cents or less. Alright, now for something completely unusual, weird, and freaky, and cute all at the same fucking time. I could not pass up on this dude. And I got lucky on having a power supply. In fact, the power supply I think goes to one of the Atari plug-and-plays, because this needs a 9-volt one, or it just takes batteries. Anyways, not real super valuable or whatever. Not too rare, I don't think. But I think this was the only one that came out back in the day that was animated. I spotted another one on eBay where it's same thing, different company, a little bit newer, but not animated. Anyways, for anybody that's my age that remembers Teddy Ruxpin, or maybe younger or definitely older, this is like the Teddy Ruxpin of phones. And not your usual type phone. This is like a speaker phone. As when you get a call through this little bastich, his mouth moves and his eyes blink while the person on the other end is talking to you. So got all your regular buttons there for making your call. There's a hold button, redial button, and above all that, there's your volume. And then to start talking, you got a little microphone right there, and then you press this button, which will make a little red light there come on, and then you just start talking, and it's like a regular speakerphone. Otherwise, they're just calling it two-way on-off. And until I can find some instructions online for this guy, I don't know if that outright is like hanging up. If you were to not want to talk through this and have a regular phone but still see this animated, I don't know. I haven't been able to find any instructions yet. Otherwise, he does work. Which, next time my grandnephew comes out, I'm probably going to end up having to scare the living shit out of him and plug this in late at night. Maybe cover this up so he doesn't realize it's a phone, set it on his shelf, man, and just make some freaking prank call. Have him pick up and just sound as satanic as possible. I'm Teddy Ruxpin. I will eat your soul. So, you know. Can I say, man, sick mind is a terrible thing to waste, and on that, if he wasn't in such good a shape as he just needs a little bit of cleaning on his fur, oh, I would bloody this thing up something fierce, man, and make it look like something out of hell. That would be awesome. So there's an idea for you guys if you find one. Just make it look grim as possible. And when I did look him up, he normally has a little vest that he wears, and actually that's missing. Does have a zipper to the back of it, and I don't know what the hell it's supposed to be getting at here. It's got some kind of a cover. Oh, okay, I have a feeling that's so you can, maybe this company, you could take it there and they'd open this up, because that area there that's padded feels like it comes off to where you can get at the electronics. So that might be for when you take it in to have it serviced. Anyways, this is made by Teleconcepts. It's out of Holly Drive, Newington, Connecticut. Or I can't hardly, too faded there. Anyways, made in the USA in 1986. So, pretty cool. And one in good shape, about $50. I think I only spotted one of them on eBay that they didn't know if it was working or not. They probably couldn't find a power supply and didn't test batteries, but all the ones that worked were like $50 at most. So not real valuable. If you found one mint in the package it's never been used, then you probably found yourself a nice gem. And this guy, I think I got him for like $4 at Goodwill. Then on the bottom here, I think it takes, it's really freaking hard to get the battery thing open on this, but I think it takes 4 D batteries. And then it's got a ringer switch to either have it loud, medium, or off, and then your tone or pulse, and your power supply jack, and then your phone line jack. And this power supply, I don't think it's from one of the newer Atari plug-and-plays, like the ones that look like the 2600. I'm guessing this one's probably from the one that looks like the 78. I'll have to dig it up and see. Otherwise, it's 9-volt DC, 300 milliamps, positive to the core, negative to the shielding, and unlike the 2600, it's got a standard looking jack there, so easy enough to find something 9-volt. Probably just find one of the variable ones and get the proper voltage. And I wish I could plug him in here to show you how he works, because it is weird to look at, man. It's like I say, the mouth moves and everything while the person on the other end's talking, but I don't have any phone jack in here, so I don't really have a way to easily set it up in the living room where I could show you either. So just take my word for it, or you may be able to find somebody who's got a video showing how one of them works. In fact, I do think I spotted a video here on YouTube where somebody's showing the animated part. If its arms moved around and shit, oh fuck, man, I'd be getting the red freaking paint out and just goring that thing up. That'd be too much. So that's the end of this pickups vid. We're having our storms and stuff, man. We're supposed to be raining like crazy for the next few days, so I'm not going to be getting out anytime soon. And really, other than Walmart or Ross, if I find anything cool in the way of Star Wars or whatever, when it comes for hunting for video games or retro stuff, it's pretty much gotten down to Goodwill. I mean, with this weather, yard sales, swap meet, all that's nil. So hopefully once the storm blows through, it'll start warming up. Right now, man, I've had this flu twice. I finally got past it, but it's still, I got all my freaking chronic pain all wanting to flare up because that's what it did. It just brought it all out full blown where I was just friggin' miserable, hurting all the time. Where it's just not a fun flu to have, man. Not at all. I would have rather been just coughing, sneezing, throwing up and that stuff. Anything but the pain. Because it really brought it out bad. And then I heard from my brother-in-law, who's an OR tech at Mojave Hospital, says they had a lot of them coming in to where it hit them really bad in the sinus areas in their face to where they get to where they couldn't breathe out of their nose. It would just swell up. So, not good. So, stay well, everybody. I'll catch you guys in the next vid.